Welcome to another update of Dreams Trello News, the show where I cover Dreams updates that I think are actually worth covering. In today's episode, we cover a massive Create update. They actually have not forgotten about Logic. That update is 2.32. It's not out yet, it's upcoming. And there are tons of Logic updates within it. But first, let's actually address the changes to the Trello itself. The Future tab is gone. There's no more Future tab. It's been replaced with In the Works, which is pretty interesting. There are still some Create items in it, but I am elated to announce most of the Create cards have been moved to the upcoming update. Known issues has also been removed. It is fantastic to see Dreams has removed every known bug. That was sarcasm. Anyway, let's get on to the main event, the upcoming Create focused update. Let's get started. Let's start from the top. So, Subtitle Options. This is a great accessibility option. We've added the ability to select the color of the subtitle text and background in the My Preferences menu, as well as adjust the opacity of the subtitle background. So you have complete control over that now. So the player can change every subtitle in every game, basically. I did say let's start from the top. Let's just take care of the non-Create things first. So let's scroll down all the way to to other improvements. Blocked creations are now marked when provided as a search result. Like, they still show up even though they're blocked, but you know they're blocked. Okay, this was just a bug fix. Oh, this is a huge one. You can now link to other creations by putting the indreams.me URL in your creation's description. It will turn the URL into a clickable link by the imp. Like the imp can hover over and click it, and it'll take you to that. This is huge. This is really, really nice for like linking certain creations together. And some more bug fixes. Bug fix. I mean, these are all great. I'm curious what these are. Various other fixes and improvements. This is interesting, actually. This one is notable. Fixed various UI and text overlap issues, visual issues. I'm curious what that refers to, because I know a lot of my projects have, like, depending on how far away you are from things, overlapping can be weird when the text boxes are in scene. I don't know. We'll see. Now we're starting from the top. Damage multiplier tweak. I'm just going to read them and then I'll explain them. Added a new tweak to the health manager, allowing for management of how much health is affected by health modifiers. For example, reduce the amount of damage if a character has armor. This is really, really nice. This allows you to basically apply a multiplier to any incoming damage or healing, I guess, to a health manager. I mean, that's basically it. Before, you would have to either make a custom health manager, or you'd have to change every health modifier to apply the multiplier. This is pretty nice. All right, up next, fog range and sun brightness improvement. We've increased the maximum fog range up to 50,000 with this update, and the maximum sun brightness to 1,000%. This is great. Before, I think you had to use like a bug to get these values. Now you just have them. You can just slide the slider. Why would you want such a large fog range? Maybe you just don't want fog. You can't turn fog off as far as I'm aware, but I mean, now you can put it to a ridiculously high number. Another massive one, teleporter ordering. A new tweak has been added to the teleporter, allowing for creators to choose which teleporters to activate first when there are multiple in one frame. Let me just explain that. When teleporting to an object that is teleporting to something else, currently there is a 1 frame delay for each, I'm going to say, chained teleporter. For example, we have just 2 objects. We have object A and object B. This is how it currently works. A teleports to a location. B teleports to A. B does not teleport to where A teleported. B teleports to where A was. So the next frame, it'll teleport to A, but like there's always a 1 frame delay. with this update, we can order when we can change the order of when the teleports take place. So instead of A teleports, then B teleports to where A was, we can make it so that A will teleport first and then B will teleport to where A is. So a better way to explain how it currently works is B teleports to A and A then teleports to its location. But now we can control it. So we can actually get rid of that teleporter delay. This is actually a really big deal because it allows us to use teleporters basically for anything we want. An example is my RPG actually. So currently to ride a mount, I teleport the player onto the mount. But that means I can't teleport anything to the player without having frame delays. So for example, like swords and stuff, items, equipment, I can't teleport that to the player because if the player was also being teleported to the mount, all of the equipment would be like lagging behind the player when the mount is moving. All right, up next, keyframe purpose feedback. This is pretty nice. Added a visual identifier to inform when the keyframe is empty, meaning it's not currently linked to anything. What I'd really like to see is an easier way to see what the keyframe is linked to, but I mean, this is better than nothing, I guess. All right, another one, sun, sky, gizmo improvement. The rod on this gizmo is now grabbable, so you can rotate the sun without the risk of changing how far along the rod it is. So that's pretty nice. Switch logic update. The name of a switch will now scroll if named something longer than is viewable. Okay, that's good. Previously, this text would be truncated. Additionally, a visual change has been made to the gadget icon to show when it's in an on position. So that's nice, I guess. A nice little quality of life change. All right, what's next? Grid snap for timelines. This is another really big one. Added a timeline snap button to timelines, separating this from the grid snap found in the guides menu. The grid snap option in the guides menu no longer affects timelines, as they can each have their own individual setting. Consequently, while previous timelines set to beats would always snap to the nearest beat or bar, with the timeline snap toggle, there can now be free movement of timeline elements. So TLDR, grid stuff is now a lot nicer with timelines. All right, we still got 4 left. Timeline frame number. Most people won't care about this. This helps me so much. When zoomed in significantly on a timeline, the time bar will automatically switch from seconds to frame numbers. I have a ton of logic that relies on like specific frame numbers, and being able to actually see which frame is what is so nice. This will help me out so much. Reduce most detail. This is kind of like a bug fix actually. It used to work. L1 plus R2 used to automatically find the most detailed sculpture in your scene and reduce its detail. It hasn't recently, but they're fixing it, so that's good. Thermometer, more details. The more details button for the thermometer will now display usage up to 2 decimal places, allowing for more precise information. I feel like they should just put this in a hot fix instead, but like they could make this fix right now. It's whatever, it's fine. This is really nice. This will really help know exactly how much thermo your specific things are, so we can really like take advantage of the thermo in a scene more easily. This is needed. Before you had to like copy something like 1,000 times and then it's to figure out like its actual thermo, because it rounds up to the nearest percent, which is ridiculous. This is really nice. And finally, font number. Added a number indicator to the font selection tweak. Note that numbers represent internal font IDs, so they're not are not in ascending order. Additionally, some fonts are unavailable in certain regions, so there may be spaces between numbers. Still, I think currently it's really weird how it is currently, but so this is nice. This is a nice quality of life thing for fonts. So that's it for this update, upcoming update 2.32. I will make another video on this covering, like actually showing examples of these things when it releases. Apparently it's releasing next month. If you haven't clicked off yet, that may mean you like my videos. If you do like my videos enough, consider joining the channel. I've recently added memberships, and I've also recently started streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch. But joining doesn't just give you benefits, streaming related benefits. For example, you will be able to watch my videos at least a day early, which is pretty awesome. Potentially even more. So if you want to see the videos right when they are released, as opposed to when I make them public, consider joining. Another benefit, I will shout you out and I will display your name at the end of each video. Not this one, because this video is already out and no one is a member yet, but in the other videos, I will. So consider it. I would really appreciate the support. Anyway, that's it for now. I really hope you enjoyed the video and have a great rest of your day.